So, good evening students. I am Professor P.B. Ingde and today we have to conduct the lecture number 6. Lecture number 6. The name of the subject is what is non-conventional energy sources and system, and this is the one free elective subjects. Okay. Now today we have to discuss the heat storage methods, how to store the solar energy. Okay. So solar energy is stored in three methods. One is sensible heat storage, second is latent heat storage, and third is chemical storage. So these are the three methods are used to store a solar thermal energy. Which is the method? Once again I will repeat: sensible heat, latent heat, and chemical storage. So we have to discuss now sensible heat storage and latent heat storage. Okay. So this is the title: sensible heat storage and latent heat storage of a solar energy, right? We know that we want to store this solar energy, then whenever we need, that time we have to use this storage energy for our different application purposes. So how it is possible to store this thermal energy by the method of sensible and by the method of latent? So first of all we define a sensible heat storage. So what is the meaning of sensible heat storage? To see here, sensible heat storage is defined as the heat is stored. The heat is stored without change of phase. Without the change of phase at increase or decrease the temperatures. Okay. Means in what happens in sensible heat, there is a no phase change of the materials will be occurs there. Okay. No phase change. Phase change means there is no any conversion of solid to liquid or liquid to gas. Okay. Or gas to liquid or liquid to solid. There is no any phase change will be there, but still there is a thermal energy will be stored. How? Increase or decrease the temperatures. Okay. Increase or decrease temperature but without change of phase. Such storage, it is called as the sensible heat storage. Then what happens in latent heat storage? So what is in latent heat? So in latent heat, what is latent heat is storage is defined as the heat is stored. The heat is stored with the change of phase, right? The heat is stored with the change of phase at a constant temperatures. Okay, this is nothing but the latent heats. Means what is in latent heat? There is a conversion of liquid to gas or solid to liquids occurs in a latent heat. But what is the condition there? The condition, it should be the constant temperatures. Where? In latent heats. Okay. In sensible heat, the heat is stored increase or decrease the temperature without change of phase, and in latent heat the heat is stored how? With a change of phase. There is a phase change will be occur, but how? At a constant temperature will be there. Okay. Now another point is in sensible. In sensible, basic equation is used. What is Q is equal to Ms Cps T1 minus T2, where Qs is a total thermal energy storage capacity for a cycle operating between T1 and T2. So students, means there is a what is, suppose if you consider these bottles, okay, these bottles store the waters, okay, then if you supply the heat, suppose this water now temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, then if you supply the heat and the temperature will be increased, suppose 60 degrees Celsius. So how much temperature difference? 30. And at 60 degrees Celsius temperature at a pressure, how much pressure? Atmospheric pressure. What is the value? 1.013 bar. At this pressure, at 60 degrees Celsius, this water not convert into the vapor form, but only its temperature will be increases from what is 30 to 60. Means what is this? Water is stored the thermal energy. The water is stored the thermal energy without change of phase at increase or decrease. Suppose this water is decrease the temperature, the energy will be rejected. Suppose increase, the energy will be absorbed, but without change of phase will be there. So what is the equation? We have this equation, Q is equal to Ms Cps minus T1 minus T2. M means what is the mass of the water which is present here. Cp means specific heat of the water. Suppose initial temperature is 30, increased temperature is what is 60. So means what is 60 minus 30. So how much we calculated by using the, just put the values how much heat will be stored and how much heat will be rejected, okay, by simple equations. But this equation is not valid here. Q is equal to Ms. Why? Because here is what is the temperature should be constant. So there is no use any equation in where latent heat storage. There is a use of different equations. Then another is here. It is a we discussed first of all sensible, then we discuss the latent. So here the most common fluid is water. What is used? The most common fluid use water, and easiest way to store the thermal energy is by storing in water in insulated tank. Means suppose this water is store the thermal energy, and suppose this water is increase the temperature, then this water we can easily store in insulated tank. Then from this water there is no loss of any energy, okay. So this is the easiest way. Which type of the working fluid will be used there? Water as a working fluids. Then another point here, apart from the water, what is we use? We use also air. Yes or no? Yes. Because nowadays the morning air is very cold, but after the noon time the air's temperature will be very high, but there is no any phase change of the air. Air is not converted into solid or not converted into the any other phase, but we can easily store the heat, okay. And then this air, if you store in a one container, okay, in tank, suppose we have the one tank, inside that tank we store this air and increase its temperatures without change of phase, then this hot air, or if you remove the temperature, this cold air, means whatever according to our demands. So this air we can easily transfer from one place to another place. This is the one points will be there. Then another point, it is low cost materials. Air is very low cost, water is also very low cost. Then excellent thermal conductivity, right? Means the water H2 is very good thermal conductivity. So this material having very fast heat transfer. That is the meaning of thermal conductivity. Then we have the so many examples. What is rock? We have the rock also. In summer days, there is a lot of heat is stored by our these rocks. Rock also act as a own its heat exchanger and can store energy at much higher temperature. How much energy will be stored? It is 100 degrees Celsius. We have to store the thermal energy in a rock. Okay, this rock is stored the thermal energy. Then whenever we want this thermal energy, we can just extract it from the rocks. Okay. Then another is also fire bricks we can use, then concrete or sand rock etc. And this material not change of phase when you supply the heat or when you extract the heat. There is no any phase change. So such type of the points which are is in sensible heat storage. Okay, and this is the question is very frequently asked in exam. Explain the sensible heat storage properties and latent heat. So you write down in this way for sensibles. Then another is, this is the latent heat. We already know the definition. Latent heat means the latent heat storage is defined as the heat is stored with a change of phase at a constant temperature. Means temperature it should be constant there. But what happened there? The change of phase. Okay, change of phase. In this way we can extract the heat will be there. Then another, it is also the low cost. Then another point, high thermal conductivity. Okay. Then phase change must be reversible for a large number of the cycles. Means phase change is reversible. Reversible means if you consider the waters. So water is converted into the what is in vapor form. and if you consider in reverse, the vapor convert into the liquid, liquid convert into the solid. So there is a reversibility. Phase change must be reversible for a large number of the cycles. But here is no any kind of the reversibility. Why? Because there is no any phase change in sensibility. So there is no any point is reversible in sensible. But in latent heat, there is a reversible process will be occurs. Why? Because of the phase change of materials. Then another, if you consider the example in this, like heat exchanger, the storage material is placed in a long thin containers and the gas is passed through the narrow space between the tubes. Okay, so if you consider the one heat exchangers, okay, one heat exchanger, the storage material is placed in a long thin containers. Inside this, you have to place this, okay, long thin container, and gas is passed through these narrow tubes. I suppose these are our tubes. These are our tubes. These are our tubes. Okay, and the gas is passed in between these narrow tubes. Yes or no? Yes. So there is a exchange of the heat. What is? Without change of phase. There is no change of phase will be there. So we consider this one examples. Then another, what is? Phase change of solid to liquid or liquid to gas. Very easy. Then how many example? We have the example, what is Gabler salt, waters or inorganic fluids. Okay, then naphthalene, then paraffin wax. Okay, these are the various example. We have the phase change materials, and this phase change material is toward the thermal energy. Okay, so these are the very most important points for sensible and latents. Okay boys, and another is the third is chemical. Chemical means by the chemical process, exothermic or endothermic. So exothermic or endothermic reaction is used to store the thermal energy or to release the thermal energy. So this is the by one chemical methods, different type of the chemicals. If you consider the ammonia, water, so you release this energy. Okay, endothermic. Then ammonia and water is separate. Then you joining this. Okay, so by the chemical process, we can also store or means we can store the thermal energy. Okay, so here our unit number 3 is completed. Now in next lecture we will start our unit number 4. Okay, so thank you very much.